What's going on, people? Welcome to Rio's Positive POV. Today's video is all about the top 10 movies of 2021. If you want to know how I ranked every movie in 2021, head to my Letterboxd account. There's a full breakdown from best to worst. This video though, top 10. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 10, Parallel Mothers. A movie directed by Pedro Almodovar, starring Penelope Cruz. The movie focuses on a woman in a maternity ward who is about to give birth, who strikes up a relationship with another woman in the same maternity ward. The story then takes many twists and turns throughout its entirety and is a fantastic tale. Pedro is a wizard with words, and the script for Parallel Mothers is, in my opinion, the highlight of the movie. Penelope Cruz is fantastic as the leading actress and puts on one of my favourite performances of the year. Number 10, Parallel Mothers. Number 9, Spencer. A movie directed by Pablo Larraín, starring Kristen Stewart as Diana Spencer. Kristen Stewart puts on the best performance of the year, in my opinion, and Claire Maffon's cinematography is to die for. This is a beautiful looking movie, which is also helped massively by the locations where the movie is shot, and also the costume design, which is fantastic. Number 9, Spencer. Number 8, The Green Knight. Directed by David Lowery and starring Dev Patel. Again, if we're talking good looking movies, then The Green Knight probably is one of the best of the year. And that goes without debate, because this movie is so good to look at. Dev Patel is wonderful, and the story was gripping for me. Engaged from minute 1 to the last minute of this movie. I thought it was just remarkable to look at. Number 8, The Green Knight. Number 7, Dune. Denis Villeneuve directed a fantastic movie. The only reason this is not ranked higher is because it is a part 1. Very hard to start a movie series with a part 1 to only give you half of the story. Dune is one of my all-time favourite books, so I know what's coming next. But I do imagine some people who ain't familiar with the story being slightly confused about what was going on. However, for me, the story, the characters, the look of the thing, it made me feel like I was reading the book whilst watching the film, if that makes sense. I thought it was remarkable to watch, and I cannot wait for part 2. My opinion on part 1 may even increase after part 2. Time will tell. Number 7, Dune. Number 6, King Richard, a movie directed by Reynaldo Marcus Green, starring Will Smith as Richard Williams, the father of Venus and the greatest tennis player of all time, Serena Williams. I love biopics, especially movies which show how much hard work has to go into greatness, and when we're talking about greatness, Will Smith goes in that category. I have not been the biggest fan of his last few performances or films. King Richard is a return to form from Will Smith, one of the best performances of the year, an emotional tale and an inspiring tale. One of the best films that I've seen all 2021. Number 6, King Richard. Number 5, Spiderman No Way Home. Not in any timeline or any universe did I think that this movie would feature in my top 10 movies of the year. But here we sit, and yes, it is my number 5. I thought the movie was remarkable. It was an emotional movie, much more emotional than I ever expected it to be. Tom Holland was fantastic, his best performance as Spider-Man by a country mile. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, of course, pop up, and it was just a joy to watch. The cinema experience was fantastic, easily my best of the year, and it felt like an accumulation of 3 different Spider-Mans. It was the end for obviously 2 of them, and the end of a chapter for the 3rd one. I love this movie, and it is my 5th favourite of the year. Spider-Man No Way Home, number 5. Number 4, Drive My Car, a Japanese movie directed by Ryosuke Hamaguchi, starring Hidetoshi Nishijima. I don't want to give anything away about the story because this is a movie you need to see for yourself. Hidetoshi puts on the best male performance of the year. The cinematography is gorgeous, a great movie to look at. I was sold with this after the first couple of minutes. The cinematography and what I could see on screen just brought me back to Lee Chang-dong's Burning, one of my favourite films of all time. So I was sold on this movie after the first 5 minutes. Fantastic movie from start to finish, a 3+ hour movie that just flows effortlessly. It doesn't feel long at all, and that is the best praise you can give to a movie which is 3 hours plus. Number 4, Drive My Car. Number 3, Petite Maman, directed by Celine Sciamma. What a beautiful movie this is. A 90-minute tale about a young girl who goes with her parents to clean out her grandmother's house after she passes away, and this took me on a wild ride. It was a very personal movie, a very human movie with some fantastic performances from some superb young actresses who are going to go a long way if they continue to act. Celine Sciamma is one of the best directors working today and continues to show that with every movie she puts out. Another gorgeous movie to look at. Music is utilised very minimally in this movie, but the last 5 minutes where the location changes and music comes in just turns this movie into absolute perfection. Number 3, Petite Maman. Number 2, The Worst Person in the World, a movie directed by Joachim Trier. This movie hit me on so many levels. Renate, the lead actress, her character was so relatable. The stylistic choices made by the director could have gone massively wrong, but they were so on point. The scene where the movie poster originates from blew my fucking mind. When I clocked on what was actually happening, I was like, no, you're a sick man putting off that kind of greatness on screen. I love this film. It may feature the best ensemble cast of 2021. Anders Danielsen Lai puts on a remarkable performance which hasn't been spoken about enough. Has not been spoken about enough how good he is in that movie, as is Renate, the lead actress. Number 2, The Worst Person in the World. Number 1, Teton, directed by Julia Ducournau. I could talk about this movie for hours on end, and if you want an in-depth review, please do click on the link above where I go through what I loved about this movie. Put it simply, it is the best movie of the year in my opinion. Julia Ducournau is just a revelation. Agathe Rizal in her on-screen debut, magnificent. Vincent Lindon, what a screen presence that man has. The opening scene after the title card, wow. One of the best oneers I've seen. Awesome movie. Number 1, Teton. That is my top 10 movies of 2021. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a like. If you want to see more content, please do subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you find out when videos are coming available. I'm Rio. Thank you for watching. Peace out.